So let's take a look at this for a moment. Philip Allan, and others. Only a genius knows he's a fool. These are the exploits from 1984 to 1986. Thank you, Bob, for the wonderful cover drawing. So we go through here, and okay, we have the cover page. Let's see, what's that say? Oh no, we can ignore this. Okay. The list of all the different works of literature that are in here. So we begin with Yesterday and Today, the Philip Allan classic. It begins, I was hanging my clothing to dry one night. Like either of us ever hung our clothes? While the dew settled in with the light, the moon was gone and the people sad. No more happiness in their land. Nothing left to do but watch the sand. Great stuff. Okay, then we go on to Let Me Go. And the one, Everything Will Be Fine. Oh, such a touching piece. Slices of life. Shot me dead one night. Killed me without a fight. Fell close to the railroad tracks. Was buried in a couple of old sacks. Never did seem to do anything right. Oh, classic. St. Valentine's Day, and none of them ever wanted me to pay. Ooh, good stuff. Le Dessus. Morning News. Here we go. I think this is, who made this one? Was it Joe? And we go through Odd, BC. Bedtime, Sting, The Minstrel. Oh, I like The Minstrel. Type, quicker than the Jack of Hearts. Dylan reference. That's not a very good start. I'll start again. Feedback sounds. Ooh, haunt me through the night's loneliness. Don't mistake my midnight crawl with my drunkenness of youth. I think for this poem, me, you, Charles, Willard, Dan, Joe, Paul, I think we all took turns writing a single line. I think each stanza represented a run-through, everybody who was in my room at that time. Let's see. Here we go. Here we have some of our fine artwork from the day. Come here often? Yeah. I think Dan made that. Here we go, our different poems. Typhoon. I like hurricane. My self-portrait. It was supposed to be my brother Carrie, then it ended up being Bowie and Eno. You see them all in there? Great stuff. Oh yeah, I think on this one my keyboard wasn't working. The space bar stopped working or something, or the return key, and we just typed and typed and typed and typed and typed and typed. Good stuff, right? And if we go through any more, Michelob. What were we writing about? Why were we writing about Michelob? Interesting. Here we made a poem in tribute to Richard Gere. Okay. Here we go, some classic painting. Can you believe we typed all this? Really, I would like someone to publish this for us. I think, wouldn't you just love to see this in a bookstore? I mean, if I saw this in a bookstore, I wouldn't buy it, but someone would, I'm sure. Come on, out there, who among you would buy this? You imagine it's well published, well packaged. You go somewhere online or in a actual bookstore and you see this. What, don't you think this would be so great to see in a store? New York Times best-selling list? Seriously. Here. Isn't this a great picture? Come on, seriously. Nowadays they have their Photoshop and they have all their graphics, but Come on. This is the real thing here, baby. Lots of these. Oh, I think we held the Option key down or something like that as we were drawing, and it just made all these copies. What the heck is this one? Yiddish. I think this is, this is definitely a Willard rambling. Yes. Definitely Willard. It goes on. Let's see. How long does this go? All single space. At least he's got paragraphs. My goodness. How did it all fit on the page even? And how does it end? Is there a sentence to start from? I sat up and shook out my head, crossed my legs, and started slurping down my thick, meaty soup, taking on more glow and warmth with each bite, and looked out into the last russet-colored brushes of the sunset, thanking with a wide smile all the travel and circumstances that have brought me to Petra and these big spirited feelings. Deep stuff, deep stuff. Thank you, Willard, for those words. Antibodies, umpires on, weight trained to heaven, licensed to kill, small blue thing. All you gotta do is surrender. The shindig. I remember this. Brad worries, is anybody coming? Yeah, I was throwing a party for some reason. Maybe it was my going away party or something. Oh. Okay, we won't go into much more detail here. Okay. Oh, here's a poem to Willard. Hey Willard, hi guys. The party's over, the sun's coming up, cotton mouth and bleary eyes won out. Tomorrow's finally here, and there's nowhere to go. The street ain't the same, and it looks from the gutter as it looks from the gutter. The bullfrog is scrounging among flies as Jeremiah sits in the fog. Okay, you guys can read the rest. And here we go. Paul and Brad. So okay, so Paul and, I think it was just Paul and me. We were just in my room. I guess everyone else was out somewhere. And we were just typing away. Plovers. Plovers seems familiar. The good old days. What were we talking about the good old days for? Wow. Yeah, I like this one. Still more unpleasant. Great. Unbelievable. And no wonder we didn't do so well in school. There's the classic Ode to Kudra. Who remembers Kudra? Kudra, oh yes. Kudra, 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 where art thou, O Kudra? O Kudra, the cat from the hat. O Kudra, the cat who eats tiny, tiny, tiny bugs. Bugs that make play with her tiny nose, that tickle her whiskers and make her body dance like a tiny toy. O Kudra, mother of pearl. Kudra, queen of the Nile. Strange, I met the Nile. Ruler of all Rome, emperor of Europe. Pussycat of joy. Threshold of divinity. 24 African dialects covered in kitty hair. Kudra, I must leave you, but in my furry heart you will ever remain clawless, lovely, perfect. Oh. And who was traumatized by Willard. Do you remember how we used to throw, and Charles too, I guess, We used to throw her against the sofa, against the wall, and see if she'd land on her feet all the time. And finally, we come to the end. What is this here? Only a genius knows he's a fool. Only Michelangelo saw God in what he drew. Only Buddha tasted nirvana. Really? Really? Who wrote this shit? Okay. And the going gets weird. The weird and going. Like, oh, the word turned pro. Sure. And over here we have, oh, the contributors. Charles and Brad. That's Philip and Allan. Wither, Dan, Joe, Paul, Carolyn, Janet, Eric, Bob, John and John, Louise, Carrie, Adam, Jordan. Special thanks to Bob, Jack, Al, and Art. And there we have it, the end. Philip Allan.